What's good, race fans? Welcome back once again to another Season 4 broadcast of the Speed Racing Series presented by Motor Road Energy. It's going to be a hot night tonight as we get to tackle Charlotte Motor Speedway for round number 8. The shows we've had here have generally been pretty fun, and all these fans here tonight are expecting to see nothing less. For the previous round at Darlington Raceway, Luke Martin found his way back to the winner's circle, scoring a big crown jewel win and gaining 14 positions in the standings. And for the points, Major Robinson was able to add more points onto his total, coming into this race with a 55-point lead in his quest to defend his win here from last season. But if something goes wrong with the 85, Vince Freeze, Jesse Turner, and Zayden Davidson are right there waiting to strike. We've had wild races here in the past before, and I bet you tonight will be no exception. Let's turn on the lights and get this thing up to speed here at Charlotte. Never before has the very first series winner gotten to start first in a race, but tonight that all changes for Lane Sanders. He finally gets his first ever pole, and he'll lead us to the start of this thing with Vince Freeze alongside him. Remember, this track is where we held our first night race back in season number 1, and ever since then, each race we've had here has been nothing short of a thriller. And who's to say there won't be any thrilling moments in store for you for this one? Here they come to begin one hot night again. Away we go, under the lights here at Charlotte. A very close race between the 86 and the 21 at the end of lap number 1. Give it to the 21 by thousandths of a second over Lane Sanders. But Sanders is going to take the position back by the time they get out of turn number 2. Cody Lamas in the 48. He'll lend assistance to his fellow Ford companion, and he'll slide up into second. And here's last week's winner, Luke Martin, riding on the highway from that victory. Martin trying to get to the inside of Vince Freeze for the third spot, and there's two more Fords behind him. Austin Rogers for the Lake Effect team. After a great qualifying effort in the 43, the 81 of Christian Vargas right here in 6th, looking to get underneath Rogers, and into the wall goes the 18 of Sean Ard. Off of turn number 2, Sean Ard making contact as he qualified 4th for this one, but already it looks like he's trying to waste it. He's definitely going to fall outside the top 10 now, but like I said, Ard just getting into this car just a few rounds ago, starting at Richmond. And it looks like he's fallen outside the top 10 to 15th that time, and he's in danger of losing even more positions. He's got Eric Sadler to his inside. And give a call to Jeff Bolton for the Little Falls Motorsports team in that Zest car. A great qualifying effort for that 57 car, qualifying in the top 20. Looking to pass the Martin Lamas car on speed for a position right there. Looks like for 16th. And anyway, back up here, you got all these hot contests here in the top 10. Lamas has been pushed back a few spots right there. Martin and Vargas are going to get by him. Charles Samper in the 16, the top Chevy in the running order right now. There's Rogers again. Then two more Rambler teammates, Scott Roush and Zachary Fitzwater. And then getting up into 10th place, looks like the 3 of Cody Goforth will take over that spot, as he also qualified excellently in that U.S. Army ride. And yeah, Goforth is going to officially be 10th, trying to get a spot from the 7 and the 50 who are battling it out right there. As everybody else is minding their own little contest, that all proves well for that mellow yellow machine of Lane Sanders. He definitely wants to keep that clean air as long as he can in the lead, as he'll lead a 6th straight lap coming to the stripe. Now down the front straightaway, Freeze has a good run to the inside to Sanders. He's going to try and throw it in there in turn number 1. Try and make sure that Dodge sticks on the bottom of the track. He's trying to get that run down the back straightaway. You see Sanford, Vargas, and Martin also trying to catch up. But down through 3 and 4, Sanders is going to yield. And it looks like that Bank of America sponsored ride by Freeze, he'll get his first ever lap tonight at the end of lap 9. Ironically enough, Bank of America is headquartered here in this area, so great for a Freeze to give him a good run. Again, that infamous 0 stat in the wins column for Vince Friese. You know, he desperately wants to answer that question this season. I mean, the speed is there. Friese has been knocking on the door so many times for a win, especially at Phoenix, where he got past for the lead from Derek Hamill with 3 to go. You know, Friese, tonight of all nights with his sponsored home race, he definitely loved to get that done. Sanders is trying to hang with him there. Here's Vargas going into third. A lot more contenders here from third on back. You also got Zayden Davidson, who I haven't mentioned yet, and also his S3 teammate, Saber Fox, in the 46, and also the 03 of Jacob Verholtz. And it looks like Eric Sadler in the 71 as well. So the top 13 doing their best to hang with each other. And now the 86 has gotten by Vince Friese. Looks like we missed that pass. And now the 86, he is back to the point again. Going back to where your points leader is, here's Major Robinson, currently running in the 18th position, right ahead of his rookie teammate Griffin Lapo McDermott in that 90. The Robinson qualified and down in 27th. He's up 9 spots. But fortunately for him, he has nothing to fret about. He is the defending winner here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And that night, he started 24th en route to the win. So just a few more spots behind on the starting grid. But hey, that's a challenge that this 85 team is willing to accept. He's just doing what he can to get back up the running order and pad his points advantage over the 21 and the 94. He's got RJ Bishop right here ahead of them. Speaking of the 94 of Jesse Turner, here he is all the way down in the 28th position. So Turner running down here in the deep 20s. He did have a dominant run here in Season 1, looking back on it when his engine blew up about 2/3 of the way into the race, and he was crushed that night. So Turner looking for some redemption here at Charlotte, looking for a great run as he officially crossed the line in 27th. So Turner's got more of a hill to climb than Robinson does, as you see him running around a whole bunch of Fords and Derek Hamill, Mac Johnson, and also DJ Curtis. So that's the company that the 94 has around him. Well, here's one unique looking race car running here on the track right now. This is a new driver and a new team competing in the SRS for the first time tonight. Here is Nikki Martinez, hailing from the state of New York, making her first ever start in that number 08 machine for the brand new team of Inertia Racing Technologies. Both of them making their debuts as she's running clean right now here in 41st. She hasn't improved from where she started. As a matter of fact, the 75 Edward Ziemba mounting an attack for that position. But right now, Nikki Martinez getting the call from this startup team owned by Angela Del Vecchio, who, speak of the devil, is running a few positions ahead in 39th. But back to the 08 car, this is a new part-time startup operation, and you get to see more of Nikki and Inertia Racing Technologies get to compete on a part-time basis in that purple and pink Sega-sponsored ride. But right now, Nikki doing her job, just running clean, hitting her marks, not causing any trouble. Oh, there's smoke, actually, in the distance. I think the car's blowing up. It's the 61 of James Ellison. Oh, no. He was running in the 28th. Last time he was scored. Hate to take away from Nikki Martinez's spotlight, but wow, engine troubles for the 61 of James Ellison, as he is going to be the first one to retire here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. A tough break to happen to a driver who's currently top 10 in the points. I believe he's 7th. But this is going to take a major hit for sure, as there goes the 61 to the garage, and Ellison's going to park it, and he's going to finish P43. And as we go back up front, we see a challenge by Zachary Fitzwater, who's risen up almost out of nowhere. He's going to challenge the 86 for the lead right here. Through turn number 2, trying to copy the exact maneuvers that Vince Friese did on lane earlier tonight, and Fitzwater will wrestle the lead away from Sanders, as he's likely going to keep the strength of that number 7 Dodge on the bottom and to the line. Fitzwater will lead the lap. That's the second Rambler car to taste the lead tonight, and Sanders, who led all those laps before, is now in second. He's facing pressure right here from Zayden Davidson, the 2-time race winner, trying to look for a third, and he's already in great position. If you recall last season, Davidson was in contention for the win in the closing laps, but something mechanical went awry, and he retired the car just 15 laps from the finish, so that was a painful defeat for Davidson. But right now, running a lot more redemptively, as there's the 21 of Freeze trying to overtake the 35. You got Luke Martin, Charles Sanford, Christian Vargas right down here in 7th. And then 8th place on back is up for grabs. Here's Sadler, Lamas, Goforth, continuing that great run for the Stormbreak team. Logan Cloud, who came up from 25th on the grid. He's going to go 3 wide underneath the 3 in the 48. Ooh, very tight off of turn number 4. That is, we'll have to see what line will prevail, the top, the middle, or the bottom. You also got Rogers and Fox here in the mix. And I think Cloud is going to have to back out of the gas. Looks like Goforth will prevail and take away that 9th position. Following up on the progress of Major Robinson, and it looks like he hasn't made much of it. Hanging right now here in 20th, which is where he's run the last several laps now. So that 85 not really progressing as well as he hoped, as he's going to make the pass for 19th on the 50 is Scott Roush, who actually had plenty of engine problems during practice that he had to do an engine change and start fresh for qualifying, but they've got a new motor in that 50 car. Robinson's going to get on by. He's going to bring Kyle Rigger and Jacob Verholtz along with him. Roush is going to lose 3 spots in one motion right there, maybe 4 if Derek Hamill does anything about it. But with the 21 running in the top 5, that 85, if things were to finish now, he would definitely lose that points lead, or at least Freeze would come very close to closing in on Robinson for that number. And here's the 3rd place point man, Jesse Turner, still in the deep 20s, running in 27th. So both Robinson and Turner, 2 of the top 3 drivers in the point standings, not having the most ideal car setups in the early part of this race. But in the meantime, the 21 of Freeze, he's just cruising along. He's down into 6th, it looks like, but still Freeze is running a lot better compared to his other 2 title rivals. Going back here again, we got several strong names just trying to hang on to a top 30 position, as you see. Here's DJ Curtis trying to take away P28 from Nick Breeding. Joseph Srigley holds P30 for the moment, ahead of rookie Daniel Boyles. Behind Boyles, here's Aiden Smith for Nova Sport. He's not having an ideal run here in the early laps, running P32. Then 33rd and 34th, both the pole position Toyotas of Matthew Hubert and Zachary DeLello. And this is especially disappointing for DeLello, considering he is a North Carolina native himself. Definitely wants to have a good showing in his home state, but so far it's not really living up to the hype. Then you got Alan Muccioli carrying Interstate Batteries colors for the first time for the Stormbreak team. His teammate Cody Goforth is running 8th right now, but unfortunately the 31 car has a lot of work to do ahead of him. And there's Jeff Bolton, who qualified 19th, but over the long run, it's just not handling quite as good, as he's dropped all the way down to P36, trying to keep Benedict Murdo, Caleb Rose, and Angelo DeVecchio behind him, along with Edward Ziemba and also Nicky Martinez back here. Off of turn 4, Fitzwater still keeping the lead over Sanders, but he's about to approach his first lap car of the night, the 04 of Roberto Crown Jr., whose lead lap status is likely in jeopardy right now, as he's going to get easily passed by the 7 and the 86. Again, that 04 Volunteer Motorsports team, they're still new this season. They're still trying to figure things out as far as speed goes. But up ahead, Sanders trying to capitalize on Fitzwater, getting around that 04 car slowly, and down to the inside goes the 86 to take the lead back. At Charlotte, Sanders gets to lead lap number 40, and it looks like that's going to bring more drivers into the party. Luke Martin is also showing his face here in the 3rd spot, trying to lend assistance to his fellow Ford companion. Push that 86 car by that number 7 Dodge, and it looks like that 54 might have a nose underneath Sanders. No, he's just going to stay side by side with Fitzwater. 4th place, Charles Sanford's going to steal that spot, the runner-up to that 54 car at Darlington. And for 5th place, Christian Vargas almost looks like he's ready to lose that position over Vince Freeze. And then Zayden Davidson in the 7th spot, and these guys are all pretty much underneath a blanket, all staying near each other. 8th place, give a call to that Stormbreak team and Cody Goforth, putting up a real strong evening in that number 3 Chevy, as he's got Griffin Lippo McDermott, who started 31st. That 90 car to his inside. He's going to make the passes. I see the 04 on pit road. Roberto Crown Jr. pitting, as well as the 71 of Eric Sadler. at the end of lap 42, so it appears green flag pit stops may soon be on the horizon. We'll have to see how soon the rest of the leaders will come. Back up here, you see Sanders and Fitzwater side by side. We'll have to see who will head to pit road here. It looks like they are all going to at the end of lap 43, with the exception of Freeze and Davidson. They elect to stay on the track, but Sanders and Fitzwater are going to bring a whole host of drivers down. Now we know that the 21 and the 35 teams are going with the overcut strategy right here in this cycle, and it appears they're going to choose to pit here at the end of lap number 44, but the 90 of Lapo McDermott chooses to stay on the track again. But we got the 3 of Goforth, the 98 of Bishop, the 27 of Alonso, and many other drivers coming down again. As you clearly see, pit road is a busy place. Well, now this makes the 90 car the one to go the longest here on his fuel run, and also the 92 of Louis Dubois, who's 4 seconds back. But here come those two drivers to pits on lap 45. And should this race go caution-free, hypothetically, the odds are slim that it may do that. But if it does, they're not going to have to spend as much time on the second pit stop getting fuel. So I have to see where the 90 and the 92 cars line up once they are done. Now here comes Lapo McDermott off of pit road along with Dubois. We'll have to see how much of a benefit they will get with their overcut strategies. And there goes the 7, who I believe should be the leader after this cycle ends. Zachary Fitzwater is going to come out of this with a massive lead. Midway down the back straightaway, that's easily got to be 3 or 4 seconds. Martin's going to get second, followed by Sanders, Sanford, and Vargas in the top 5. Lapo McDermott looks like he's going to cycle up to 6th place. So good call by that 90 team, keeping him out there a little bit extra. Then you got Davidson, who also did an overcut plan. He's up in 7th right there. You got Logan Cloud, Eric Sadler, who pitted first, oddly enough. He's in 9th, and then Vince Freeze completing the top 10. Going back even further, Saber Fox in 11th. Nice to see for that 46 team. Cody Goforth in 12th. Still pretty good right there. Then you got Derek Hamill, Cody Lamas, and Scott Roush rounding out the top 15. Then you got the Lake Effect teammates of Rogers and Turner, 16th and 17th. RJ Bishop, 18th. Jacob Verholtz, 19th. And 20th place looks like Mac Johnson is just going to take over that position from Herjal Alonso. And there is the 92 of Dubois, who came off pit road with Lapo McDermott. It looks like he's going to cycle out to 22nd. Oh, contact on turn 4, and there goes Vargas, spinning into the grass off the bumper of Sanford. He spins back up onto the track, and he somehow straightens it out. Oh, be careful, everybody, going by him on the inside. Eric Sadler, that was close. And somehow, nobody is able to hit him. But that's a shame for Vargas. He's going to lose so many positions as a result. And I believe that should draw a caution flag, as a matter of fact. And yes, it does. On lap 49, caution number 1 finally comes out here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Charles Sanford getting into the 81 of Christian Vargas. Vargas goes for a spin and somehow does not get clobbered on the racetrack. And he only lost 8 spots, as a matter of fact. He only fell down to 13th. Still not what he wanted, though, as we are now officially at the halfway point, as the field is going to run behind the pace car. So it's the 4th and 5th place cars that get into each other here to draw this caution. They both come up to Roberto Crown Jr. Vargas goes underneath Crown, while Sanford goes underneath Vargas, and they're 3 wide. The 16 just ends up getting into the left rear of the 81. He gives him another impact for good measure. And what an insane 360-degree save that was by Vargas. Excellent job by him, and an even better job by everybody else not making further contact as Vargas came back onto the track. We'll just have to see how much that left side damage will affect the 81, but thankfully he is going to still able to keep going. Well, for Christian Vargas, looks like he did have to come down pit road to get that damage fixed. He is back on the track, but he's going to restart basically shotgun on the field. So tough break for him, but you still got just under half this race left to recover. But your top 5 is relatively still the same. Fitzwater, Sanders, Martin, Sanford, now Lapo McDermott in position number 5. As here we go back to green on lap 54. It was the 86 of Sanders who got the initial jump on the 7 on the restart, but Fitzwater's like, yeah, just kidding. I'm going to charge back to the inside of you right here. And with help from Martin, Fitzwater will reclaim the lead back and lead it at the line right there. But now we got 2 spa cars up in the top 5. Instead of the 81, it's now the 90 of Griffin Lapo McDermott, the winner at California. Like I mentioned, he did start this race down in 31st. He did win practice, but just missed the setup in qualifying. Just didn't have that as good of a lap as he wanted. He qualified way down there, but now he's charged up all the way here to 4th. You also got Zane Davidson up here, who is 4th in the points as well, may I add. Davidson, a 2-time winner, already trying to get a 3rd checkered flag, as that 35 S3 Motorsports team has made a great surge. And behind him, here's the number 71 machine, Eric Sadler, already getting 3 top 10 finishes this season and already in a position to get a 4th one. Good job by the driver of the 71, the Virginia native. And there is Charles Sanford, who did make contact with the 81 to send him spinning. And he also gave him a little bit of nose contact as well. We'll have to see how much that hurt him aerodynamically. He's stuck on the outside right here. He's being put 3 wide by Logan Cloud, and that's not going to make matters much better for the 16. We'll have to see if that damage that he sustained from hitting the 81 is hindering him in any way, but we'll just have to see the longer this run goes. Oh, look out. Something's wrong with Derek Hamill's car. He slows way down in turn number 2. Onto the apron he goes. Don't know what could be wrong with that 99. Oh, 1 car out of line, and it's Robinson. Hard hit for the 85 to the inside wall on the backstretch. Major problems for your points leader, as well as your defending winner here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, as he encounters big-time problems on lap 58, right at the same time Derek Hamill was having his issues. And without a doubt, that'll cause the yellow flag to come out again. For the 2nd time this evening, Zachary Fitzwater retains the lead, and what a big-time development this is going to be for the points situation. Robinson could be in trouble of losing several points tonight. We'll have to see what that 85 team will do to that race car, but this is definitely not what he desired at all. Terribly unfortunate for Derek Hamill. He was running in the 12th position when this occurred. Down into turn number 1, you see the 99 car suddenly lose power. He makes his way onto the apron, but as he does this, it causes a whole bunch of bottlenecking to go within the pack, and there's where the 85 gets turned. It just ended up being an accordion effect ultimately. But I believe it was the 27 of Alonso who ultimately did send the 85 down into the inside wall. One last look from Major Robinson's vantage point. You see the rest of the pack check up for the 99. As they get at a 2, Robinson looks like he gets into the 12 of Hubert first, which then sends him down into the 27 of Herjol Alonso, and no one's fault really. The rest of the field was reacting to the 99's problems, and Robinson was just in the worst place at the worst time. And you can definitely bet that 85 team will go hard to work at fixing that car up, as well as the 99. Both these guys definitely having terribly unfortunate situations. Well, now that we're on lap number 60, this will give everyone a golden opportunity to come down pit road for the final scheduled time tonight. All these drivers should be able to make it the rest of the distance on fuel. What will the right call be as far as tires go? Looks like Zane Davidson's team, they're going with a 2-tire call. But it's Griffin Lapo McDermott's team that's going to get him off pit road first. Phenomenal job by his crew. It's the 90, followed by the 35, the 46, the 94, and the 21. And a lot of newer faces up here in the top 10, as it looks like several unique pit strategies are being played out here. Fortunately for Major Robinson and Derek Hamill, their crews were able to get them back into the race, although they lost a lap each due to repairs. So they're both going to have quite a long ways to climb up and not that much time to do it. Anyway, the entire top 10, with the exception of Zachary Fitzwater in 8th, elected to go with 2 fresh tires and fuel, while Fitzwater's team elected to go with 4 fresh tires. We'll see how much that will help him compared to the others. Anyway, Lapo, McDermott, and Davidson occupy the front row as we restart again on lap 63. A close race between the 90 and the 35. Side by side down the back straightaway. But I think the 90 is going to have the edge on that inside line going into turn 3, and the 90 is clear. And Lapo McDermott He's going to reclaim the lead once again at the end of this lap. Meanwhile, Sabre Fox, she's got plenty of hungry drivers. 3 wide right behind the 46. What's she going to do? Looks like she's going to maintain power in the middle of the corner, and she'll get to escape for a little while. And maybe try and give chase to that 90 car. How about this performance that Sabre Fox is putting on late in the going? She nabbed her second ever top 10 at Darlington last week, and now in a runner-up position. She's looking to go even much higher than that. We'll have to see how well she's able to capitalize. Meanwhile, for third place, Vince Freeze trying to hang on to that position over Logan Cloud, who I do believe took 4 tires on that stop. Oh, as Louis Dubois makes contact with the outside wall, getting out of the back straightaway, and that's going to hold up the 7 of Fitzwater. Zachary Fitzwater not really advancing as much on those 4 tires as well as I thought he was going to. Now he gets to the inside of the 92. Maybe he'll break free. But the 20 of Logan Cloud did, in fact, take 4 tires, along with Lane Sanders. They're in positions 3 and 4 right now on the fresh rubber. Zayden Davidson trying to go by Freeze for 5th. Then you got Turner and Goforth, both of the U.S. military-sponsored cars for this race. Ironically enough, they both elected to go with 2 tires. Here's Nick Breeding, who went with 2 tires, but Luke Martin went with 4, as Martin, who was running up front for a good while for this race, he's now crawling back up here. You got the other military sponsor car of Mac Johnson right outside the top 10 in P11 with Fitzwater right behind him. And right there for second place, Fox actually loses momentum. She's going to slide back a little bit. The 20 and the 86 are going to go by her. How about the run that Logan Cloud and Lane Sanders are doing with those 4 fresh tires compared to all these other guys in the top 10 who only took 2. And I think Leopold McDermott might be starting to fret a little bit right here. That dark green number 20 is getting larger in his rear view mirror, and I think it's going to be a short while before Cloud overtakes him. Now down the front straightaway, Cloud has a run to the inside of the 90 car. A pair of Fords showing the way here at Charlotte. Lap 70 on the boards now. Down through turn 1, I just think Cloud's 4 tires may be too much of an advantage over Leopold McDermott's 2. And it looks like down the back straightaway, the 20 doing his best to clear him, but not quite yet though. But looks like Leopold McDermott will concede, and Logan Cloud is going to get on by him. Cloud still having 0 wins in his entire career, and with how strong that car is running, looks like he may be well on track to do it. But now the 90 is going to try and hold off the 46 and the 35, 2 of the S3 cars. But out of turn 2, looks like he'll use the high line to do just that. Now the 85 of Robinson has been run down by the leaders. Cloud is going to swing it up to the top side to get on by him. What's the rest of these drivers in the top 5 going to do? Looks like they're going to stay up there on the high line. Whoa, look at Turner diving it down low, sandwiching the 85. And now Robinson's teammate Lane Sanders, he's the one that's going to get hurt by that. Cody Goforth is able to escape. Luke Martin, Scott Roush, who restarted mid-pack, he's made a good charge upward. Vince Freeze and Zachary Fitzwater, his teammates, they're all able to join him. Now Nick Breeding, he's the unlucky one that's stuck behind the wounded number 85. Again, I'm surprised Robinson's been able to keep up pace and not get flagged for not meeting minimum speed, but he's still on the track nonetheless. Now Eric Sadler and Jacob Beholtz are going to be his 2 next victims. They're getting slowed down. There you see Derek Hamill. He's likely going to be the next lap car that Logan Cloud will approach. That 99 running with 1 less cylinder, apparently. That's why he lost power to cause that 1 caution. But now here comes the 20 up to his rear bumper. He's going to get to his inside with no problem, but that's going to give a chance for the 46, the 35, and maybe these other guys to advance their way up to Cloud. You see Fox is going to follow him through turn 2. Oh, and the yellow lights are flashing on the track. A crash out of turn 4. Looks like Benedict Murdo and Jeff Bolton were involved. And on lap 75, looks like the 3rd caution will come out here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And Fox is going to put up no contest to the 20. Too little, too late coming to the line. Logan Cloud will be the leader for our 3rd caution of the night. Oh, as they got a little loose there, getting into each other. Pace car's out again. We'll have to take a look at this incident involving the 44 and the 57. Looks like this is going to begin with the 85 of Robinson, who's been slowing these guys down for the last several laps now. He's up on the outside line, and right there at the tail end of this pack is where you find Bolton and Murdo. And there's where the 44 gets into the 57. Bam! Up on two wheels goes Jeff Bolton. Very lucky for him to not roll that car over, but thankfully he's able to stay wheels down and drive away along with Murdo. One last look at it here. You see Bolton and Murdo. They see the 85 up ahead of them. They know they got to get around him, and Murdo tries to find room underneath the 57, but was just too close, and he ended up getting into the left rear of Bolton. And that's a pity for Bolton after his strong top 20 qualifying effort. It's all going to get thrown down the drain right there. These guys are still going to be able to be in the race, but sadly aren't going to get as strong of a finish as they hoped for. Going to be an interesting front row for this restart. Logan Cloud and Saber Fox, both winless in their entire careers. They got a prime chance to hold off the rest of these hungry competitors behind them. But you got Davidson and Turner, third and fourth in the points. They're going to restart in row number 2. Lane Sanders, he's been strong all night. He'll also be a contender. Here we go for the restart on lap number 80 as Fox looks like she'll get the early jump on Cloud. That 46 of Fox, I believe that's her first official lap led on the night. She was able to nip the 20 at the line. Cloud didn't get going as good. Still side-by-side through turns 3 and 4. Cloud relying on help from the 35 of Davidson, who was Fox's teammate. But looks like Davidson's going to leave Fox out to dry up on the top side. Cloud's going to take the lead back. Now it's the 2S3 teammates. Positions 2 and 3. You got the Lake Effect machine of Turner. You got Scott Roush. He's now the highest Rambler driver. He's been driving around mid-pack most of this race, and it's fantastic for him to climb up all this way into the top 5. He's going to try and give assistance to the 94. The 86 of Sanders trying to give assistance to Davidson. Looks like Turner and Roush will prevail on the top side, as it's now Saber Fox in that Briars ride to try and catch Logan Cloud. But still, there's a lot of power underneath that Martin Lamas Motorsports Ford Fusion, and Cloud's going to do his best to take advantage of it and keep the 46 behind him. There goes Roush. He may have an opportunity to get by Turner. He's side-by-side right there on the bottom side. They'll remain side-by-side for corner. Turner's going to get the edge. Who else is in the top 10? Griffin Lapo McDermott. At least he'll be a teammate to Sanders. He'll try and give him a push underneath Davidson. Zachary Fitzwater, he could be a big help to Scott Roush. You also got Mac Johnson, the top Nova Sport rider, and Luke Martin. Oh, big hit to the wall by Cody Goforth. And that's going to kill his momentum down the back straightaway. He was in 15th, and that mistake right there may have cost him about 3 or 4 positions, and he might be fighting for a top 20 spot. But these drivers know the laps are fading down, and this is the prime time to either gain a lot of spots or lose a lot of spots, and if you make a mistake like the 3 car did, it'll definitely hurt you. For second place, here's Turner getting a push from Scott Roush down the backstretch to try and get by the 46 of Fox. And through 3 and 4, it looks like the 94 and the 50 are going to do it. Fox is going to go from second down to 4th. She may lose that position to Lane Sanders, perhaps. But now Roush, he may have a chance to take over second from Turner. With the 85 and the 21 being buried within the pack, this is a great chance for Turner to gain a massive amount of points on them. Might even be the new points leader if things continue to go bad for Freeze and Robinson. Definitely doing a great night right here aboard that 94 car, but Sanders is going to push the 50 car through. And meanwhile for Logan Cloud, this is what he loves to see behind him. He wants these guys to keep contesting for position because he knows the more they do that, the more his lead is going to grow. It's over 0.7 of a second now, and you see that 20 car is just alone by himself in the breeze, and that's exactly what he wants. Give a call to the 19 of DJ Curtis, rising up from the 36th starting position, and he's found his way into the top 10 in the final 12 laps. Fantastic run this is by the number 19 crew. Curtis will definitely be happy with this if he keeps this up. You see Saber Fox, she's fallen down to 8th after restarting on the front row. She and her teammate Zayden Davidson are hoping to get a leg up as we get to the end of this thing. And oh, here we go. The leaders have approached Major Robinson going into turn number 1, who's running heavily wounded on the racetrack. The 20, the 50, and the 86 are going to get by him. Now it's Zachary Fitzwater's turn. Again, Robinson's just staying out there for points pretty much. He's hoping somebody else has a problem and he can pick up some points from that. But now he's just starting to hurt more drivers, including his teammate, Lapo McDermott. And with all these cars going to the inside of the 90, that is not what he wants. He's just going to keep on losing spots if he doesn't get to the inside line soon enough. Lewis Dubois and Mac Johnson, they're also trapped up on the outside behind that 85 car, along with Lamas and Strigley, it seems. Coming to 10 laps to go at the line, and Logan Cloud's lead has evaporated. The 50 and the 86 have found a way to run him down, and Scott Roush, he sees his chance right here. He's going to try and make the move through turns 1 and 2. Lane Sanders going to choose to follow him. And on the back straightaway, it looks like he's going to push the 50 car clear. Roush will take control of the lead for the first time tonight. Not if Sanders has anything to say about it, but no, he doesn't quite have enough to stay with him through the corner. And Roush will come back and lead his first official lap on the night. The two-time series winner, trying to look for a third career win. The 20, who just lost the lead, trying to get it back from the 86, trying to get second place at least. And he also got Roush's teammate Zachary Fitzwater in fourth place, but now they're coming up on the 99 of Hamill, putting him another lap down. Roush is going to get by him with no problems. And the 99, he's running faster than the 85 did, but still, he's just going to be a blockade the longer he stays up here. And it appears Sanders is going to be the unlucky driver who's going to get stuck behind him. Here's Turner trying to go 3 wide and dispose of the 86 as well as the 99. You can't do it right there. Still side by side with Sanders. Luke Martin also trying to be opportunistic in 6th. Zayden Davidson up in 7th. DJ Curtis climbing up even more spots to 8th. And you got Saber Fox and RJ Bishop trying to hold off Shade Eves for a top 10 spot. We hardly mentioned the driver of the 47 car all night, and here he is trying to make some noise here late in the going on Bishop. Here comes Logan Cloud approaching the rear bumper of the 50 again, saying, "I'm not done with you yet." He's going to take it to the inside of him as they cross the line for lap 95 here. Cloud on the bottom, Roush up top. That inside line has been good through 1 and 2 most of the night, and right there is no different. Cloud takes the lead back again. Logan Cloud, the Michigan native, he knows that his chance for a maiden series win is right there at his fingertips. And as he comes off of 4, we are going to be at 5 laps to go now here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Cloud with a clean air out front. Roush in second. He's got his teammate Zachary Fitzwater there to give him a hand if he needs one. You see Roush trying to get underneath 20, trying to find any clean air he can find, but right now Logan Cloud is hogging all of it. But behind these guys, a battle for 4th place is hot right here. Martin trying to steal that spot from Turner. Sanders trying to push the 54 by. You got Zane Davidson looking ahead at this battle in the distance in 7th place. And again, another flip-flop right here. Roush to the inside of Cloud. This is shaping up to be a real fun finish, possibly. We definitely encourage you to stick around through the rest of the way, ladies and gentlemen. Cloud using the outside to power on by the 50 and keep him at bay. Roush not being able to pull it off that time. He does have Fitzwater to lean on, but that 20 car has been strong all evening. Can Logan Cloud hang on for just 3 more laps? Roush back to the inside again. He's not giving up. Both these drivers fighting fiercely for this victory. They know it's well within reach. Roush with a roll reversal on the inside. It looks like he's going to power on back by the 20 car again. Roush back to the lead, and this could be deadly for the 20 car. He's stuck on the outside while Fitzwater is serving as a pick for the 50. Fantastic teammate loyalty by the Rambler duo as Roush comes to 2 laps to go. He's the one who has command now. Cloud trying to do his best on the outside. Luke Martin, his teammate, should be up there with him, but he's choosing to stay on the inside with Fitzwater. This has also brought in Sanders, Turner, and Davidson in this pursuit. The 7 and the 20 still side by side, and look at how much that's doing for Roush's lead. The gap is increasing so much, but there's the 44, Benedict Murdo. He may be a factor before this is over. Roush takes the white flag one more time around. He gets by the 44 cleanly. But look out, the 85 of Robinson's ahead of him now. How much of a hindrance will he be to Roush? He's not by him yet. This could give Cloud one last opportunity. But he goes up to the top, and he's going to get trapped. Cloud can't go anywhere. He's going to lose several positions. And I believe that's going to seal it up for the 50 car. Off the corner, first win of the season for Rambler Racing, courtesy of Scott Roush. He prevails tonight at Charlotte. What a great drive and rebound by Roush and the number 50 crew. He is able to pick up his third career win here in the Speed Racing Series presented by Middle Road Energy. And after he came so close to getting a win at Richmond a couple weeks ago and not having that great of a result at Darlington, I bet you this victory is going to be very sweet for him and that Rambler Racing squad. And there he pulls into the very last pit stall to celebrate with his team, which I do believe that does make him the first driver to get a win from the last pit stall on the grid. Even more impressive. This definitely was not an easy win, though. This team had to change engines after practice. He fell back way early in the race. He was running down in the 20s for a good while. It's like he was nowhere. But thankfully, after that late set of pit stops, that 50 team made some good changes, and Roush was able to get some good breaks on the track to sneak up into the top 10, into the top 5, and making the pass on Logan Cloud for the win with just a handful of laps to go. So for him to go through everything he had to go through this weekend, this win will absolutely be enjoyable for him. With that being said, here's your top 10, ladies and gentlemen. Roush gets the win. His teammate Fitzwater finishes second, a 1-2 finish for Rambler Racing. Luke Martin comes home third, Jesse Turner fourth, and with the comeback of Middle Road Energy's Roadcast Challenge program, it'll be those 4 drivers who will get to have a shot at an extra $50,000 starting next week at Dover. Zayden Davidson with a good run in 5th, Logan Cloud second at the white flag. He gets trapped up high behind Major Robinson and has to settle for 6th. Tough way for him to lose this race. Lane Sanders, your pole sitter, gets 7th. DJ Curtis with a strong run in 8th. He definitely needed that run. Aiden Smith, almost out of nowhere, comes up to get 9th. And Shade Eves is able to get the final top 10 finishing position over RJ Bishop. So there you have it, folks. Another entertaining race in the books here at Charlotte. Like I said, next up on the tour is going to be at Dover Motor Speedway, the Monster Mile for round number 9. We'll have to see how our 4 drivers do for that extra cash bonus, and just how many cars will end up being a victim of Miles the Monster. Be sure to tune into that one for the next round. Coming up is your full race results and your point standings following round 8. Once again, congratulations to Rambler Racing and Scott Roush, who's able to pick up career win number 3. And we will look forward to seeing all you guys at Dover up next.